Hi everyone, this is Lucrezia from Blogging for New Bloggers, and I'm so excited today to be interviewing Kelan and Brittany. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining today.
Thanks for having us.
I know that some Forbes featured your story recently, and you were a finalist for the Pulitzer Award, and most people here in our Facebook group, Blogging for New Bloggers, know you already. I mean, you're kind of celebrities, right? You don't really any introduction, but anyway, so as most of you know already, Brittany and Kelan are pro bloggers who makes six figures with their blog, thesavvycouple.com. And so you started your blog as a side hustle in July 2016.
Correct, yeah.
And then within only 3 years, you were able to quit your jobs and work on time. So yeah, I thought of inviting them here today to discuss what it really takes to become six-figure bloggers, and do what most new bloggers dream of, which is ditch the 9 to 5 and become your own boss, and be able to work from anywhere, wherever you like, and so on. So I thought of inviting you to get some great tips for anyone that wants to do the same.
Sure.
Now, I know that this is a time of the day where not many people in the groups are active. So it's afternoon there in the US, and it's early morning here in Australia. But if there is someone, some viewers live that want to say hi, if you haven't registered with Be Live, and if you want to say hi, if you want to ask any question during the live and join us during the broadcast, please put your name at the end of the comment so that we know who you are and we can address you by name. Now, so to start with, because I really think that your story can inspire so many bloggers here, people that will watch the replays later on and everything. Can you tell us a bit about how it all started for you? So what's your background, what brought you to blogging, and how it all developed? So if you could share your story. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so we met each other in 9th grade. So we've been dating ever since then. We were 14 years old. We went to college together. I went for business with a minor in finance, and Brittany went for teaching. And we both had the dream of becoming a police officer and becoming a teacher. And we really finished college, and it wasn't what we expected. We didn't get the jobs that we wanted right away. I bounced for 6 different jobs until I kind of landed my law enforcement job, which I thought was my dream job, and it turned out to be terrible and nothing what I wanted my life to look like. And Brittany at the time was working opposite shift of me, so we never got to see each other. We just got married.
Wow.
It was really rough. So we were searching for a way to make money through a business, and I knew that I've always made money online, selling stuff on eBay or Amazon, just kind of making money from home. And that always appealed to me because that brings you the most freedom in life. You have complete control of your time. You can work from anywhere. The dream. So we were at the point where I had to quit my job and do something else. I knew that working for someone else wasn't going to work for me. So we sat down, we were talking. Originally, I was going to become a home inspector. And at the same time, we ran into these personal finance blogs that were making a lot of money. And they were kind of living out the dream of living the freedom life that I wanted, and that we wanted with Brittany. So we started our blog July 2016, and for 9 months straight, we kind of just hustled on it and got over the learning curve. Didn't make any money, and just continued to learn and grow every day, and put in the work to create content, figure out who our avatar is, and kind of just put in the work to really grow. On that 9th month, we made our first $50. And that was just a light bulb that went off in both of our heads. We were super excited. That $50 really changed our life. I went to Brittany just 2 weeks later and was like, Brittany, I need to quit my job and do this full time. So that was an interesting conversation. But we, up until that point, we really were good with our finances. We always budget our money. We had a safety net set up so that we could take that leap and have me not have that income for a while. So we kind of took out the risk of me leaving my job. And then from there, we kind of just grew it into this big business, and it's really flourished this last year. Our third year is just absolutely blown up. And it got to the point where we started talking like, Brittany, at what point are you able to quit? And we had some months where we were making absolutely incredible numbers and just getting featured in big publications. And we kind of made the commitment and to trust God that now's the time to have Brittany join full time and do this together. So that's my short spiel of our journey.
It's amazing. I mean, it's so inspiring for real. So congrats for quitting your job as well. Yeah, I think that's what everyone is dying to know is how did you go from 0 to 6 figures in less than 3 years? I mean, right. I understand, because you went through our time. You said that there was a part at first where you weren't making any money, but you still persevered. So, which is inspiring, and you need to have that strength to go through those moments of the ups and downs. Because it's easy when you're making money and everything's going well. Right. That's for sure. But in such a short period of time to go from 0, so from your first $50 to now making so much, this steady income, being able as a family to both quit your job. So what's your secret, basically? What do you think was your winning strategy?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things, and I don't mean to steal the conversation, but with Brittany just joining, she's helped out this whole entire time, but I've like done this for 3 years. So
he's the brain behind the operation. For
so
sure.
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think the number one thing that helped us was we treated it like a business from the start. We knew that we wanted to make money with our blog. Our goal at first was $500 a month so that we could pay off student loans and just have the extra money to help us with our finances. So just treating it as a business from the start really got you in that business mindset. And I went to school for business, which helped out a lot to kind of have a business model and a game plan to kind of execute on, which also let us take very smart actions with our money with the business. So I didn't take any money out of the business for the first year and a half, and all of it went reinvested back into the business, which a lot of people don't understand. We've spent probably $10,000 in education, taking courses, getting coaching, getting mentorship. We've really committed to making this work. And I think that is the big thing that is the secret sauce is committing and knowing that other people are doing it and they're successful with it. And if you really want to do it, you can also do it. And you just have to put in the work and commit to kind of following through on that. And then secret sauce, once you get past the learning curve and over the learning curve, you start to obviously get traffic, monetize your blog, you're starting to make money. You'll start to understand what your specialty is and what you're really good at. And you'll learn how to outsource the stuff that takes a lot of time and just focus on the stuff that's going to make you a lot of money. And for us personally, we're very good at meeting with big brands and getting big time sponsorships. And that's really propelled us forward in making, 6 figures within 3 years.
So speaking of that, because first of all, you said outsourcing. Like the other time I had Drew here. There was was talking about outsourcing and how big of a role. Now, but speaking of sponsored posts, so, because I'm in contact with new bloggers on a daily basis because of the group, the community, and my blog and everything. So I talk to them all the time, and it seems like one of the most common things that they ask, especially when they're starting out, is how do you actually make money? Now, how can make money through a blog? And so can you go through the different possible ways of monetizing your blog, and maybe tell us also what's your favorite way to make money blogging? I understand that probably sponsored posts, but if you could go through, and if there is someone else live that wants to ask any questions specific on that or on other things, feel free to ask.
Yeah, fire away. So basically there's four main categories that we like to talk about with monetizing. So the first one is ads, through display ads on your site. So a lot of people, they'll start their blog and they'll instantly put Google ads on their site, and they pay really bad, to be honest, compared to a good premium network like Mediavine, AdThrive, Monumetric. So you can definitely start, and that's what we did. We started to make like $50 a month down the road after our 9th month with ads, and that's the easiest way to make money as a blogger. If you're getting traffic to your blog, you can throw up ads and you're going to make some money. It's definitely kind of passive, but you're very limited to how much you can make. And the people that do really good with ads are the lifestyle bloggers, the food bloggers, the people that really drive a lot of traffic through Pinterest. And each niche has their own specialty for monetization. But from there, we started with ads as well. We moved to Mediavine, and that really changed the game for us. We started making probably 10 times what we were with Google ads. And then we started with affiliate marketing.
Do you still think that it's worth to use Google AdSense, or is not worth paying? Like if you could go back in time, would you just wait to reach the thresholds for maybe, if it's not like ads are still quite I don't have ads on my blog at all, because I don't I would rather prefer to advertise my own products, because they interfere, but then at the same time it's so passive. So I have ads on one blog and I don't have on the other because of different but because Google with that sense you make so little. Do you think it's still worth to start with that, or?
So it really depends. So I think new bloggers, when they first make their first little bit of money, it can be super motivating. So that $1 that you make in the month from Google ads, it's just like, it can really motivate you to keep going. So if you're that type of person that needs that type of motivation, go for it. If you don't need the money and it's, you're probably better off not distracting your readers and not making basically anything from Google ads, then I would try to stop doing them. And then back to your point where you keep ads totally off. So with Mediavine and AdThrive, those premium networks, you can turn off ads on certain articles. So the articles that we have heavy affiliate marketing on and we want to promote our own products or other products and services, we take ads off to not distract. And that helps out a lot, just to make that side note.
Third way would be
other ways you monetize. Going back to, because I interrupted you, sorry.
No.
It's just that Google sense something that it comes up a lot in our work.
For sure, I think it's one of the biggest questions for new bloggers. They're driving traffic, but then they go, okay, now what do I do? So really the next one is affiliate marketing, and that's really good in the personal finance niche, the personal develop niche, the make money niche. And it's finding products or courses or ways to make money that your avatar, your readers would want and connect with. And then every time you get a click and they convert, either it's an email sign up or they purchase, you get paid a commission. So that's a really good way to learn how to promote and market other people's products before you dive into making your own. So usually it goes ads, then you go to affiliate marketing, depending on your niche, obviously. And then the last one, or the last two, are sponsorships. So once you have a brand and you have a readership, there's brands that want to work with you. So just like Nike works with LeBron James, they want to get in front of his audience and his fans, and they want to use him as an ambassador. So once you have that traffic to your blog and you have a brand, you can start reaching out to brands. And you can do it when you're not even that big. And just, keep the numbers down on what you're asking for and kind of market and promote brands that way.
Now, I know that you have some training about sponsored posts. So I'm just putting the link there. So then once we have the reply, people can pause and take note of the link. But yes, go ahead.
It's a 30-minute video where I kind of walk through our strategy with sponsored posts and how to go about reaching out to brands and kind of figuring out what pricing you should use. I try to answer all the questions that people usually have.
But let's say that is free, so they can just tune in. It's free training. That's so they can go to that address and register, and they will get all the tips from you about landing great sponsored posts. Now, so I'll also ask Claudia, that is my virtual assistant, to add all these links as well in the description later on in the comments, so that it's just a click. So it will be much easier. Now that I have you here, and this is a question that I usually ask to all the experts that I invite, which is, if you could give just the 3 best tips. In your case, I'd like to ask you about making money blogging. So what would be your best 3 tips for new bloggers, or even because you so advanced, like for example, I've been through your course and through your Facebook group. I'm talking about the Facebook, the paid, the premium one. But speaking of Facebook group, I'll also put your free one for anyone that wants to join. This is your community. But yeah, like I was talking about the premium one, where I've seen some of your videos. So I think that your level of training, it was about the Facebook ads. So I think that your level of training is good for new bloggers, but it's also good for intermediate and advanced bloggers. Yeah. So feel free if you want to give tips for other, we cater for all level in this group. So feel free to pick the things, the tips that you prefer, not necessarily for people that are starting out. You can,
I think the first tip that we have is to know exactly who you're serving with your blog. When we first started, we had no idea who we were serving. We were trying to serve everybody possible that we could serve, and you just can't do that, especially with a blog. You want to be able to circle in and focus in on one person that you can support and help through their journey and offer advice and be that person that solves all their problems.
Yeah, I think what's the saying? If you're trying to serve everyone, you're not serving anyone. And I think that's really true, that when you know exactly who you're trying to serve with your avatar, and in our course, we talk about getting like very creepy specific on who you're serving with your blog. So like you should know their favorite drink at Target, their what they drive, like really weird stuff, but stuff that is going to help you connect with them, know what their biggest problems are in life, and try to help serve them that way. Because the people that win at blogging and win business in general, they know their customer inside and out, and they're able to serve them better than anyone else. So that's definitely our number 1 tip, is knowing who exactly you're serving.
I don't want to, because it would be unfair for the people that are enrolled in your course and are paying customer, basically. So it would be unfair to tell like the the secrets within your course, but which is blogger secrets for a reason. Like it comes up quite often, these things about the avatar. You need to know your avatar, and I understand, like for big companies or corporation, it's easy. They can do market research, they can do focus group, but for bloggers, because this is a thing that I struggled with when I first started. Now I fixed it, but when I first started with my first blog, which was a lifestyle blog, we were writing about everything, and everything, and we didn't really have an avatar. So can you clarify for bloggers, how do you actually sit down and come up with some, now not the specifics, because obviously it would be unfair for the people that are paying for your training, but if you can give some little pointers on how to go about it.
Can you answer?
Sure.
So I think
this is the hardest part for me, at least it was for me.
I think it's being I think it's taking the action of sitting down with a piece of paper and actually creating them. So not like thinking like who is this, what, like literally sitting down and saying, okay, her name is Sarah, and drawing out, okay, her biggest problems are what, she loves to do what, like basically creating the life around her. And a lot of times, like our avatar is very similar to Brittany 2 or 3 years ago, where we just got married, we were struggling with finances, like basically taking them from where we were 3 years ago in our journey to where we are now to help people find their freedom. So I think it's really important to just take that action of sitting down and really drawing out who you're trying to serve with your blog, because then the marketing, when you're posting on Facebook, posting to Instagram, creating content, all of it becomes so much easier, because you know you're creating content for Jessica, for Rachel, your avatar. So it just becomes all easier.
For sure.
Yeah. So the process is more like you start with who you want to address. Is not so you decide at first what you could serve. But now we have a question from unfortunately I can't see the name. Can you see the name?
Yeah.
Because
no, just the viewer.
It says viewer.
Yeah, it's, because of that privacy thing would be like, so they're asking about the multi-niche website, especially for lifestyle groups. And I think the Savvy Couple is a bit as a multi-niche. It is a bit, you're very focused, and like you have a very high domain authority because you've been featured every year. So you expert in a definitely in a niche, but you also then blog about blogging a bit, and then there's the family side. So I mean, so did you read? Do you want me to read the question? Is
I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, yeah. So can you? Yeah.
Yeah. The people can see it that are watching your replay too.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
perfect. So I think when we first started, we were very lifestyle, and that kind of helps you decide what you like to write about, what your passions are about, and what hits home with the people you're trying to serve. And I think over time, we've kind of really focused back onto the personal finance part of it, but we've taken the approach of we want our readers to come to us, and we want to be able to serve all their problems, not just how to budget, how to make money online. We want to help them meal prep as well. We want to help them learn how to start a blog if they want, come up with different types of side hustles. So we take the approach, which is a lot different than what a lot of people say, to niche down, just like she mentioned, or he mentioned. And it's worked out really well for us because it helps us diversify too. So we have a lot of articles that are more Pinterest heavy, and we have articles that are more search engine heavy. And when something goes wrong with one of those, which we actually got blocked on Pinterest 2 weeks ago, luckily it came back and they did it on accident. But it was nice to have those SEO articles and have different topics towards that side than just relying on Pinterest. So I think it's all comes down to strategy. Our strategy is to help our avatar without all their problems and not be super niche focused. So it's really up to your business model, really.
Yeah. I was thinking about, I definitely agree with you. So you were saying the first step, know who you are serving with your blog.
Yep.
And then having, what would you say is the next top tips?
The next tip.
The next tip, so you've sat down, you've made your avatar, you know who you're going to try to serve with your blog. So the next step is coming out with a content strategy. So when creating content, there's 3 different types of content. You have your social content, so your stuff that's going to do really well on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. You have your SEO content, which is meant to rank on Google. So you're like, 8,000 word articles. And then you have your link building. So your roundups with other experts that people are going to link to your site. So you're sitting down and you're going to write down as many blog topics as possible on your niche and in your avatar, and the problems that you're going to help serve with. So each article should have you're solving a problem with each article. As a blogger, we're problem solvers. That's what we do. And we're trying to solve our avatar's problem. So sitting down and really creating the content that you want to write, and you can look at other blogs to get inspired. So I recommend following 2 or 3 blogs that you really look up to, and seeing what type of content they create. And you can kind of look at that, put down your own twist to it, add that more value to it than they do, and really kind of go from there. And then along with that, you also want to have a strategy with your monetization. So if you are a lifestyle blogger, you're going to make a lot of money through ads. So make sure that you have ads turned on, that you're pushing to get onto Mediavine or AdThrive. And if you're in the personal finance niche, you're finding, a few affiliate programs that you can really promote successfully, and that your avatar is going to enjoy, and just having a strategy with all of that, basically.
Yeah, no, it's so much. Like I'm so glad that you. Yeah, no, not only so much to do, but what I'm saying is like you giving so many tips that for free.
I'm here to serve, baby.
It's so generous of you. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You know, like usually you need for this kind of advanced tips, you need to pay. But so if I can see that for what you say, you would be building like more than a blog, like a brand, like you did with your with the savvy couple, and and is the same that most I would say probably all successful bloggers have done. Their blog is not just a blog anymore; is a brand. Is this comprehensive things are like a 360 degrees. So this is what it would make you successful. But what do you think instead is like the most common mistakes that especially new bloggers make that would prevent them from becoming successful? And what would you recommend doing instead? So obviously to follow the tips that we through, but if you notice, I don't know, in your experience, if you notice some patterns or some mistakes that are recurrent or that are most common among bloggers, and
we wrote down a couple here. We do run a Facebook group ourselves, and this is kind of the stuff that we see most common. So you can go ahead and read some of them. Yeah,
I think some of the biggest mistakes is definitely treating it as a hobby and not having that business mindset. You're so focused on just doing it for fun, or you're not really invested in it as much as you should be. I think that's something that they or they're not seeing success from the beginning, so they kind of give up or just work on it here and there. If it's something you really want, you got to commit to it.
Yeah, I think a lot of bloggers jump into this, and unfortunately, some bloggers, preach that it's easy to do and it's going to be fast to make money, and that's not the case. It's going to take you 6 months of really hustling and putting in the work to learn how to, create content, learn the back end of WordPress, all that stuff. So people have these high expectations that they're going to be able to start a blog and start making $500 a month too, and it's just very unrealistic. So you get discouraged and then they end up quitting, and it's really sad to see. So I think that's one of the biggest mistakes is having way too high expectations. Some other ones we have trying to learn everything at once. So instead of focusing on one social media platform at a time, which everyone should focus on Pinterest, that we're big fans of Pinterest. You try to learn Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest all at the same time. And that's just so hard to become an expert at every platform.
So overwhelming to try to be posting, and it's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
There are platforms that I haven't even explored, and like I followed that strategy from the beginning. So I always focused on Pinterest and SEO, which worked with one blog more than the other because SEO depends. That's where the niche, probably niching down, is important when you want to focus on search engine optimization. Yeah, because it gets like a clear focus. But so there are some, like for example, Instagram. I don't do Instagram. I don't know. Maybe later on I will, but I haven't even looked into it yet.
We're just scratching the surface with Instagram. We haven't started either.
So definitely learning something at the time. Say one thing at the time, and then once you master that platform, or then move to the next. So do you have any other I think you have did you have an article on your website about, I think I've seen, right? I think it's this is
So we went to, I think, 19 expert bloggers that are making at least $5,000 a month.
Sorry
about that. My sister's trying to FaceTime with us. So
she wants to join in. Is she a blogger too?
No, she's not. She's a photographer.
Oh
She should start a blog. We've tried to talk her into it. She hasn't made the that. So we interviewed 19 other bloggers and had them share their worst mistake as they grew their blog, and each one of them is making over $5,000 a month. So they're all experts. So that's a really good resource to really go in and see different bloggers in different niches at different points in their journey to see what mistakes you should really avoid.
Because it's much easier to learn from from other mistakes.
Yeah. I'd rather have someone else do them and then you not have to.
But speaking of learning, you mentioned before, or actually I did, I think, your signature course, Blogger Secrets.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about your
Sure.
which I love, by the way, is amazing. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we got really frustrated the first year of blogging. I think all bloggers do. The learning curve is so immense when you've never done anything like it before. So we kind of took a course and created our course around our mentorships, the courses that we've taken, all the expertise, the blogger secrets that we've used, kind of the strategies that we've used to grow our blog, to try to expedite other bloggers, newer bloggers' learning curve to go from, the first 6 months and kind of go right to year 2 and kind of surpass all the learning curve and give you all the secrets that you need to get going right off the bat to try to get over that learning curve. So we have some of the best 6- and 7-figure bloggers that have made bonus courses, and their teachings from their courses are stuff that we teach from. People like Sarah Titus, Susie from Start a Mom blog. I mean, we're talking big names. Bobby Hoyt from Millennial Money Man. Mike Pearson, Stupid Simple SEO. They all have bonus lessons in the course, and they're just absolutely incredible that they were able to do that for us. So yeah, that's our course. We've had a bunch of students take it, over 500 now, and have found success doing it. So we'd love for you to join if you guys are looking to learn from us. And if not, we have lots of free resources on YouTube and our website.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I do something a bit naughty?
Sure.
Can I offer a discount for our members?
Absolutely. We'd love to set you up with that.
So is $200 off for you, okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so if that's fine with you, that's very generous. It's a big discount.
Yeah.
So if you're okay with that, maybe later on I'll put a coupon code in the comments that they can use to take the course, which I absolutely recommend. Is one of the best courses I've ever seen. I'm honest, I'm serious, because as I said, because usually when you take a blogging course is basic, which is fine because there's still like lots of values in those, even if you can find the same information free on the internet, it still saves you lots of times having something that's comprehensive, that is systematic. So I still, it's good. But yours doesn't do that like it does that. Plus it gives like proper strategies that you can follow from when you first start, but also like over the course of your, your blogging career.
Yeah, we really put our heart and soul into that course to make it as best it can be and really help bloggers, because we want other people to succeed. We are so blessed to have this life given to us, and God's blessed us, so we want to bless other people. So we created this course, and we'd love to give your people a discount and get them in with us.
Yeah. So what I will do is like I'll ask Claudia to put the coupon code with my affiliate link in. And now I don't know if there are. I think there is another question. Just can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Rachel.
Did you more?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That is a hard question too.
That is hard.
I think so we started lifestyle, and really we started as personal finance, and then we moved to lifestyle because we really wanted to get better at Pinterest, and the lifestyle articles always do better on Pinterest. But then we got to the point where, okay, ads are only making us so much. We want to make more money with affiliate marketing and creating our own products and services. So our passion has always been personal finance. We've always had the mindset of you can live a frugal life and still have happiness and not have to have, keep up with the Joneses and go into debt and do that. So we've always had that personal finance passion, and we kind of just went back to that and really focused on that because we know that at the end of the day, that's the person that we can serve the best, and that's what we know the most of. So that's kind of what we focused on. Hopefully that answers your question, Rachel.
I think it does. I'll give her a few minutes to see. If she gets back, she'll give you answer. So you were saying, where can we go to learn more? You were saying, okay, we can check out your obviously I'll put the link again on the top. So your website, and then we talked about your free Facebook group.
Yep.
And if we have something or some other resources that we can recommend to our new bloggers in the group and my readers on the bus, because basically what I will do is I will publish the transcript of this interview on our blog. I'll put the address where they will be able to find your interview, and so they can go through everything, and we will add some other resources. Yeah, in the meantime, I don't know if there are other questions. Do you have anything that you would like to add?
Just if anyone does have questions and they weren't able to be at the live, comment below in the live, and me and Brittany will be happy to answer any questions that come up.
Yeah. So yeah, Rachel said that yes, it does. Thank you. So would you be okay? Because as I said, like this is not really a time where you know that you can see the Facebook inside in the Facebook groups, and so while later on there are pics of people that then join in. So would it be okay for you if they added some question and then maybe I tag you and you can go back if they have any question about
absolutely.
yours? Yeah, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so we can do that. And so if you don't have anything else you'd like to add, maybe we can wrap it up now, and then if there's anything we can go back to the questions later on. Anything? No?
Last thing I want to say is everyone that's watching or is going to watch, we all live one life, and if you truly have this in your heart that you want to be a successful blogger, you can certainly do it. You just have to put in the work to do it, and we'd be happy to have you in your course. And seriously, if you want to do this, it's completely possible. Follow your dreams and just put in the work to make it happen.
Yeah, wow, that's great. So yeah, thank you so much for joining today.
Absolutely.
And yeah, thanks. It was great. Thank you, guys.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk to you later.
Yeah. See you. Bye.